My name is Tom Jones. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you. My story starts and almost ended on Derby Day this year. We were at a dear friend's house for a great Derby party in Carlisle. Derby Day is a special day in Kentucky, pinning years, a career, a lifetime of hopes and preparation on a 2-minute event. Make it or break it. Funny how life is a lot like that, a lifetime of choices for 2 minutes of make it or break it. My choice of diet, exercise, stress management, even where I was that day, all boiled down to a make it or break it moment. My story is about time. So when that plaque clot burst and lodged in my LAD, 100% blocking it and sending me into cardiac arrest, I was thankful for the exercise I've done in my life. I was more thankful for being at a place that people knew what was happening to me and could help me. I had no symptoms, but I was feeling a heck of a lot of pain in my chest. I had a suspicion I was in trouble. When I heard Dr. Karpf on the phone saying, "Stop talking, listen," I knew I was in trouble. I later came to find out he was summoning an air ambulance. Someone had already called 911. At that point, I asked God if I could stay. I love my wife. I enjoy my life. I was not ready to leave. I felt a calmness. I felt I was going to stay. But when I was being put into the ambulance, something my grandmother always said hit me right in the face. She always said that grace walks on blistered feet. I can only assume that the 2-mile trip to where the helicopter landed was a short one. I don't really remember it. I do remember the rear of the ambulance opening up, the sound of the helicopter blades, the blade wash on my face. I felt Dr. Zwischenberger's hand holding my arm. It was at that point I looked at Jay and said, "I'm leaving." In the time that it took to say that, I had lost consciousness. I was gone. The fortunate circumstance at this point was that there was sufficient numbers, Jay and others, to properly do CPR, to use a defibrillator. The next thing I remember was a guy with a helmet 12 inches from my face yelling, "I need to see your eyes. It really hurts if we have to shock you a second time." I'm an easily motivated person. It sounded like a reasonable request. Upon landing on the roof of the top of UK, boy did my chest hurt. Dr. Ziada and his catheterization team were waiting for me. There was lots of noise, raised and hurried voices, but I could hear confidence, not impending doom. In time, the pain in my chest was disappearing. In fact, it went away. I felt a hand on my shoulder. I cannot remember the exact words, but the message was, I was going to be okay. It was okay to close my eyes now. 62 minutes from the onset of symptoms, I was leaving the cath lab. Doctors Karpf, Zwischenberger, and Ziada, along with the staff of UK's cath lab, saved my life that day. There are no words. The American Heart Association is working hard to make stories like mine the rule and not the exception. Through its mission Lifeline initiative, the American Heart Association is building a network within the entire medical community, including all 3 of our local hospital systems, to decrease the time from initial recognition of a heart attack to receiving treatment at the most appropriate hospital. The program also focuses on EMS agencies having the training and equipment needed to diagnose serious cardiac events and activate cath labs, protocol for EMS, emergency rooms, and cardiologists. Will help to ensure the best care for patients. Mission Lifeline will save lives, giving many more residents of Central and Eastern Kentucky the same opportunity for care as I had. As time to treatment goes down, the amount of lives saved goes up. It's all about time. God bless.